to Nerdmageddon.
Hello and welcome back to Nerdmageddon here on KZLX LP Maryville. Wow, it's been a hot second.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a whole week. I'm your host, Corey Herzog. With me I
am your man of the hour, Simon Clark.
Howdy, friends. I'm Kenzie.
And I'm Molly, with nothing fun to say.
Per usual.
Yep.
You're always fun, Molly.
You are fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's fun, but she never has anything fun to say.
Well, I bet you're going to have something fun to say with this first piece of nerd news. The Kane Chronicles from Rick Riordan are coming to Netflix as feature-length films.
Yay!
I'm terrified and excited and terrified.
So is Rick Riordan...
Riordan.
Anyway, do we know if he's going to be working like on the movies as well? Because we know he's working with Percy Jackson.
We don't have a lot of information.
Okay.
So what he has released is that he has been in talks with Netflix for almost a year. This is way back in October.
Oh.
He started talking to him. They will be feature-length films. Rather than a TV series like what Percy Jackson is doing, and it does look like it is going to be live action.
Okay, so there's the terror.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. There's the terror thinking about the original Percy Jackson movies.
Yes.
But I will say Netflix has done a pretty good job with their like original movies and whatnot. Like I feel like they do have a decently good streak going right now. Knocking on wood as I am talking.
Everyone start knocking.
The only like book to film adaptation that I've seen Netflix succeed at was the Lemony Snicket series.
Yes. And that was like a TV series rather than like a movie.
Yeah.
I have concerns. I have reservations just because it's such a different book than what he has written. But this is also bringing up questions on if they're going to end up doing the Kane Chronicles. Not Kane Chronicles. They're already doing Kane Chronicles, but they're going to do like Magnus Chase. Right. And how far are they going to go with Percy Jackson and Disney Plus?
Mm-hmm.
It'll be interesting to see how they do the gods. Because they all have animal heads at different points.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. My thing is like I tried reading the Kane Chronicles when I was in when I was like a sophomore in high school. Mm-hmm. And for me, I just couldn't get into it the same way that I got into like the Percy Jackson series. But I mean, like the whole thing for me was that it just felt kind of convoluted. Like the story seemed really muddled at the beginning. Mm-hmm. So if they can find a way to like hook me in from the beginning, like the books didn't get the chance to do, then I'll watch.
Yeah. I'm excited to see that the Kane Chronicles are getting some love. They're definitely the middle child of the whole Riordan universe.
They really are.
Just because, and I blame this solely on when the books came out. The first one came out right near the end of Percy Jackson and right at the beginning of Heroes of Olympus. And that's when we were all like, oh, Percy's coming back. And so it kind of got overshadowed by the older brother.
See, I actually absolutely love this series, maybe a little more than Percy Jackson.
Yeah.
And that's only because I was able to finish that series. Mm-hmm. So I was there from beginning to end, whereas I got stopped quite a few times with Olympus. And that's just because of outside things. Like it wasn't because I lost interest, because I want to get back into reading those. But Sadie, she my girl.
I'm excited to see how they do Sadie.
I really am too. And Muffin.
And Muffin!
Muffin!
And then Muffin and Bassett. I love,
Is it Bassett or Bast?
It's Bast.
Bast.
I mean, it's both.
Someone with something similar, yeah.
It can be both depending on how it pronounced, but I believe, it is supposed to be Bast. Sometimes they go Bassett.
Wait, no, I remember. It's Bast or Bastet.
Bastet. Yes, that's... Yeah, so I've also been more into Egyptian mythology than I have been in Greek mythology. So that is probably another reason why I more have, a pull to that one.
Yeah, I hope this does well, because if we do well with Kane Chronicles, we'll probably get Magnus Chase later on when it's congruent with where things are at in Trials of Apollo. Those series run congruently.
It will be interesting to see who gets Magnus Chase, though, because
It's gonna be Hulu.
well, because it's just the question of Annabeth has a bit more of a prominent role in Magnus Chase because of the fact that she is Magnus's cousin.
Spoiler.
Spoiler. I feel like we've talked about this.
Yeah.
But, so if Netflix or Hulu gets that, then they have to cast someone for Annabeth unless somehow they work out an agreement with Disney. And that just seems like a whole deal.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he went through Netflix for Kane Chronicles and Disney Plus for Percy Jackson. I think that is definitely going to be a point in like the negative slot here.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Disney who messed up
Yes.
Percy Jackson the first time?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, with director Chris Columbus.
Yep.
Oh.
I never forgave him for that.
So I don't get why he accepted to do Percy Jackson as a series on Disney Plus.
I don't think he's the director for Disney.
No. I'm not talking about Christopher Columbus
Oh.
or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Rick.
Oh,
why
Rick?
he agreed to do that again.
If I remember correctly, Disney did publish his books.
Yeah.
So there might be some
Okay.
of that. I'm not entirely sure. This is just what I remember from seeing the like spines of the books and like the publication pages and stuff is
Right.
Disney Hyperion, I think, published all of his books.
Yeah.
So there might be some of that playing into it. They might have also come to him with like the best offer and the most creative control to an extent.
Yeah. Hopefully it isn't like Artemis Fowl where we're so excited for it and then it just dies in the water.
Yeah.
It's not good.
That's the hope. And with all this talk of mythology, we still get to have Thor in the MCU for just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So Chris Hemsworth is staying in the MCU, at least for Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
So we are also getting a fan favorite back. We are getting Jane. Dr. Jane is coming back. And I guess this is a spoiler. She's going to take up the mantle of Thor, like she does in the comics.
That's what's being told. I expect that to happen.
Yes.
And if they find some weird, convoluted way around it to try and explain it, then I'm not gonna be happy.
I don't think we're going to be too worried about that because it's still Watiti who is doing this. He's
Good.
still
Okay.
he is in charge of this. This is his baby, and he did so well with Valkyrie. I don't imagine he's going to do Jane Foster dirty.
He shouldn't.
No.
I mean, it's also Taika Waititi. Everything he does is amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Chris is going to be staying around for at least Love and Thunder, if not a few more. He hasn't confirmed if this is going to be his last film yet.
Yeah. I mean, that's nice to hear. I mean, at least we get to hang on to some of them.
Yes.
Because we don't have Captain America. We don't have Iron Man.
We don't have Black Panther.
We don't have Black Panther. That's... Yeah. Well,
It's-
we will in a form, not
Yeah.
Chadwick,
Yes.
but we will, in a way, have Black Panther.
It'll be kind of what's happening with Thor, where it's going to be someone else taking up the mantle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting to know that, like, because part of me knew with Endgame that a lot of those characters were being retired in a way, but it's also just strange to, like, have to think about, like, oh, they aren't characters anymore in this. They have played their part, and now this is new stories, new characters, and it's going to be interesting to see what they do with this.
Yes.
It really will be.
Because this is going to be like the first like chapter of a whole new part of the MCU that we haven't had before. So this is kind of gonna be like this setting the tone for how things go. So hopefully, Watiti does he does things well enough where it's funny, like he usually does, and it's gonna do a really nice blend of action and comedy.
I feel like he's a good person to set the tone.
So I know this isn't on our like list
Yeah.
of news stories we're doing, but this is also just like in Marvel. They have cast Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror for Ant-Man 4 or Ant-Man 3. It's 3.
3.
Yeah, it's
Three.
3
The
because
third
we've had
one.
Ant-Man and Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yes. So that's exciting.
Yes.
That's exciting. I'll make sure to put the link in there. But I mean, Jonathan Major
Yeah.
from Lovecraft County, he's been getting a lot of talk. It's really cool. That makes me excited.
Yes. I'm excited for new villains.
Oh yes.
I think after Thanos we need some new ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanos is kind of like old hat too.
Yeah. Yeah. So, even though we're retiring some heroes, we're retiring some villains, which will be nice. MCU, if you are listening, please give me Squirrel Girl.
That's not gonna happen for like another 10 years, maybe.
Cast me as Squirrel Girl.
Yeah.
I'd love to see
I
that.
thought about coming up with a whip, but I do not have the energy right now.
Honestly, make Corey Squirrel Girl 20 whatever when they get to it.
Yeah. I could be Squirrel Girl. Speaking of not having energy, I'm losing a little bit of energy for Wonder Woman 1984. It's getting pushed back again.
I don't think I'd be losing energy. I'm just glad that they're pushing it back to spend more time on it. Needed time, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that be, time for marketing or time on, being actually put into the movie.
Mm-hmm.
From what I've seen, it looks incredible.
Yes, it does look good. I will give Patty credit where credit is due. She's doing a wonderful job. And Warner Brothers is also saying that, they are impressed, to say the least. But it will be coming out Christmas Day as of right now of 2020.
Wow.
Fancy.
Yes.
When was it originally supposed to come out?
Okay,
It's
so
supposed to be November, Thanksgiving.
okay, so
I feel like
let's
it'd be a
see.
much more fun kind of Christmas movie. I feel like, because I know during the holiday season, so right after Thanksgiving leading up to Christmas is when most family bonding time is happening. So that's when a lot more movie theaters are kind of back in and making the most bang out of their bucks.
Yes. Okay, so this latest pushback before the one for Christmas, it was supposed to come out October 2nd of this year.
Oh, wow.
We were also supposed to get it, I believe, they had it right here, but there was a September release date that they were supposed to have. That got pushed back to the October, and then we just got confirmation that it'll be coming out in December. Christmas. We're getting it for Christmas.
At least it's not as bad as Cyberpunk 2077, which has been postponed, 13 times?
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
But this now begs the question, will this now be a Christmas movie?
I don't think it will be. I think that because of when, the time period that they're working with, the 80s.
Yeah.
You can have lots of flashy Christmas lights and stuff, but, based on what I've heard the story's supposed to be about, I don't think it's going to have anything to do with Christmas.
No, I'm not saying necessarily its content is going to be Christmas, but you know how people are oh, Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
It's because it is. It takes place during Christmas.
It takes place at Christmas.
Yes, but now are we going to be seeing the debate of will Wonder Woman now be a Christmas movie because it came out on Christmas?
No, because there's a lot. No, just because there's a lot of movies that come out in Christmas. We don't say Fantastic Beasts is a Thanksgiving movie.
There's a lot of animals. You eat turkey. Turkey is an animal.
Corey,
I'm teasing.
Corey.
To me,
I'm
it is
seriously wondering about your mental health right now and where your head is at.
You're not the first.
To me, it is not Christmas until Bruce Willis crawls through a vent with an Uzi. That is Christmas to me. That is Christmas to me.
Your Christmases
You need
are
to see Die Hard.
I've also never seen
very
Die Hard.
interesting, apparently.
So are we going to end up doing a holiday bonding and watch Die Hard in December?
Yeah, that, and also, for some reason, to me, Big Trouble in Little China is also a Christmas movie.
It's okay. The Sound of Music is my family's Christmas movie.
The Sound of Music, it's a family-esque movie, but these two are both, they're both action, thriller movies. They're not oh, it's The Sound of Music.
See, my Christmas movie is Christmas Vacation.
White
Is that
Christmas.
National Lampoon? Who is it?
Wait, Christmas Vacation. Yeah, it's it's Christmas Vacation. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
All right. Well, probably some.
National Lampoons.
Well, kind of going on with release dates. We are getting a DLC release. Simon.
Yes. So this is kind of just like interesting news for me, mostly, because this is a game that I really, really enjoy. I really care about. It's called The Outer Worlds. Imagine Fallout in space, but better. This DLC we've been waiting for it since the game came out, because the game is very short and it's very like railroaded into having you go to specific places and doing specific things. But adding this on, it'll take you to this asteroid in the solar system called Gorgon. You go there and there's something crazy going on there. And from the pictures that I've seen, it looks like that it's mostly just like creatures there are going crazy, or there's like some like attraction that was there that has been run down since, and you get some cool new weapons.
Yes. So when will this be coming out?
So this actually already came out. This came out September 9th.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And it hit PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC.
Yep. It's
on Xbox One? I'm checking it out now.
Yes, if you get the chance to play this game, please think, like, if you think you would be interested in space exploration and space stuff, please do it. You get complete character customization. There are no weird love triangles in it either. It's like the NPCs that you interact with, there's not like a choice to fall in love with them like you do in like Skyrim or Fallout. It's just, hey, I'm your best friend.
But I love that in Mass Effect.
Mass Effect, okay, it makes sense in Mass Effect.
It's so much fun, especially when you keep going up to Garrus and he goes, I'm calibrating. Okay.
I'm also calibrating.
Thanks. That's weird.
Okay.
No, but like...
Corey...
I have no idea what the context was.
No, you go up to talk to him and he blows you off because he's calibrating machinery.
Oh. My brain
and he goes, can we talk later? I'm calibrating.
Oh, I was just like, oh, my brain's just doing the loading thing.
No, your brain's in the gutter. That's where it's at.
Don't worry, it's fine.
Sorry, I was spacing out there for a second.
She was thinking about the Wolfman again.
Enough with the Wolfman.
Furry.
I'm gonna start having... Ben, can we get a tally of every time there's a reference to that, please?
I think that should absolutely be a thing.
It should.
Okay, so how many would that be right now?
I think that's at least 10.
At least 10?
At least 10,
At least
since it's
10.
happened.
Okay.
Since that episode last semester.
But yeah, no, so this looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
They were showing like screenshots on the website that we were looking at. It looks like fun. It seems up your alley.
Oh, absolutely. And that's why I wanted to talk about it. So, like, yeah, this is, like, the best thing that's happened to me almost all week. So, it's just...
So, I'm going to actually try to get this game before your next Geekamendation, if you'd like to try to geek him in the game.
You know what? I don't want to force people to pay money to play a game.
Well, no. I can have it on my Xbox, and we can all come over to my house and have a game night.
Oh, okay, cool.
And give it a try.
Yeah. I mean, just experiencing it is the same. It's pretty fun. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Speaking of experiences, Molly, hit us home.
All right. So, everyone knew this was a thing, obviously, with the cliff ending for the last season. But it is official. Season 3 of Umbrella Academy is a thing. It's a go. I think it was either their Twitter page or the director's Twitter page that put up a photo for season 3, and it was an umbrella with 3 sparrows flying off of it to destroy the umbrella. So, like, the sparrows were coming from the umbrella. I'm so excited. We get emo Ben Hargreaves.
Yes! Ben!
Here's the thing. I really enjoyed Ben in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about edgy Ben, though. I feel like it's going to kind of ruin the character a little bit.
It'll be interesting to see how he interacts with the rest of them, because they'll all be used to the old Ben, and it'll be... Because I'm wondering if he's actually going to be edgy or if he just looks edgy and acts edgy because he has to. Like, that's something he's putting forward. But, like, when he gets adopted by the rest of them, he's just like, oh, I am a marshmallow now.
Yeah.
See, one thing that is really interesting to me is, like, I've heard this theory that the reason why there are different, like, he picked different kids is because he didn't like how they turned out when he met them.
Exactly what it is he was like, oh, you guys were failures? I got a new version, and I called them sparrows because, heck, umbrellas, I guess.
Yeah, who needs umbrellas? See, I'm getting, like, strong Diego vibes, like Season 1 Diego vibes from the new Ben.
Oh, yeah.
I love the idea of Diego, like, in Season 1, just you wake up in the middle of the night to go get a glass of water, and for no reason at all, a knife comes glaring around the corner and stabs you in the leg.
Yep.
Just no reason.
Yep.
Just because he was like, yeah, there's a dude, and just
He was bored.
he was just bored. He threw a knife. That's it.
Like, I was... Why is that me? Why do I feel like sometimes I would be Diego?
Speaking of Diego and his powers, I'm excited to see how they show the growth of their powers. Because we got a taste of that at the beginning of Season 2. We saw Diego at the end of Season 2 curving bullets. And I'm excited to see if they explore that.
Also, we saw 5 at the end of Season 2
And
doing
5
some cool stuff.
5 got more control. And I hope they explore this with not just Diego and 5, who we got to see, but also everyone else.
I also want to know what happens to... I don't remember her name.
Vanya?
No, not Vanya.
Allison?
No, it was the one that was with Diego. That
Lila.
Diego.
Lila.
Isn't her thing that she can take people's power?
Her thing is that she can mimic them, so if she sees them do their power, she can do it as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's messed up. That's a little OP, if you ask me.
I'm sure there are drawbacks.
From what I was reading about it, she can only copy one power at a time. So if they teamed up on her, she wouldn't be as effective unless she was using like 5's power to jump and stuff. But, I mean, Diego and like Vanya could probably... Well, not Vanya, because Vanya's powers are pretty OP, but like Diego and Allison could potentially take her down together.
Yeah. I'm interested to see more about Allison's family.
That too.
The daughter, the ex-husband, and how is she going to react? Like, what did her husband in Season 2, how did his life change, and did that impact the future? I have so many questions.
I have a lot of questions on if she's even if she ever even had Claire. Because her entire life got changed. So did she ever did she get the taste of fame and want to be famous all the time? Did she still dream and aspire to be famous and get there by using her rumor powers? Or are they all nobodies? Because Vanya obviously never wrote the book. So who knows what she's doing? Luther never went to the moon, so that'll be interesting. He's also not going to be...
Gorilla Boy.
Well, no, I think he might still be Gorilla Boy. It'll be interesting to see how they do that, because technically that never happened to the Luther of their universe, of the new universe.
So, how did
No, here's the thing we need to be excited about. Pogo is still alive!
Pogo is still alive!
All right.
Pogo.
The monkey.
Yes, his best friend... And speaking of best friends, we have a Nerd Royale again for this week, and it is going to be the best bromance, so best friend duo.
I hate all of them right now. I swear, I hate all of them.
Yes.
Trust me, it's gonna be good. It'll be worth it. Stick around.
Yes. So thank you guys for sticking around for Nerd News. Thank you all for watching, and as always,
you nerded it here first.